Is China getting tired of Pakistan? Today, a very important message has come from China. During an event in Islamabad, China's Minister of the International Department, Liu Jianchao, said that business environment cannot improve without security. Hear it for yourself.
We need to improve security and the business environment. Security threats are the main hazards disturbing CPEC cooperation. As people often say, confidence is more precious than gold. In case of Pakistan, the primary factor shaking the confidence of Chinese investors is the security situation. Without security, the business environment cannot really improve, which may in turn undermine the development in the long run.
Now, what do you think the Chinese minister is referring to? What could possibly be disturbing the cooperation between the all-weather allies? Let me tell you. It's the threat to Chinese interests in Pakistan, specifically CPEC. To us, it sounds like China is sending a strong message to Islamabad: fix your house or else. Allow me to explain how we reached that conclusion. Recently, Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif concluded a visit to China, his first visit since taking office in March. Accompanied by a 79-member strong delegation, the Pakistan Prime Minister met with Chinese President Xi Jinping in a bid to secure more big-ticket Chinese infrastructure and energy deals. But it turned out to be a damn squib. Sharif was forced to return nearly empty-handed as Beijing poured cold water on Islamabad's hopes for another round of major investments, especially through a revival of CPEC. Before his trip, Pakistani officials claimed that an upgraded version of the CPEC agreement would be formally launched in Beijing. In fact, they even pushed Pakistan's annual budget by 2 days to wait for Sharif's China visit to be over. Islamabad was hoping for a renewed push for investments. It was hoping for a new plan to repay the debt it owes China. Alas, Islamabad's dream did not materialize. Reports say that the Chinese response was lukewarm. The joint statement revealed that Pakistan managed to make some gains, but here's the kicker. There was only a vague mention of an upgraded economic cooperation deal. Now, this is big. It's because this is a departure from tradition for Pakistan and China. You see, for Pakistan, China is the cornerstone of its foreign policy. Let's just look at the previous joint statements as well. In 2018 and 2022, the joint statements describe ties with Pakistan as China's highest priority in its foreign policy. But in 2023, the joint statement, China-Pakistan relations for China are described as just a priority in its foreign relations. Same in the 2024 joint statement. Did you notice the difference? Do you see what's changed? The word highest is missing. Pakistan has gone from being the highest priority to just a priority. This raises some important questions. 10 years after choosing CPEC as the flagship BRI project, is China losing interest in Pakistan? Is China now trying to downgrade ties with Pakistan? What is behind this change? There are many reasons. Chief among them is the question of, do we stay or do we go? That's the dilemma that China is facing. As Chinese interests fall victim to terrorism in Pakistan. You see, even though Pakistan Prime Minister was clear and strong in his commitment to the China-Pakistan economic corridor, his trip was not just about telling China that Pakistan is committed to CPEC, but it was also aimed at convincing China that they can protect Chinese interests in Pakistan. You see, China has some major concerns in Pakistan. One, stability in Pakistan and security in Pakistan. It's public knowledge that political instability in Pakistan has added to the country's economic woes. It is also public knowledge that inside Pakistan, the security situation is deteriorating, to put it mildly. Chinese citizens are increasingly being targeted. Then there's rebellion against China's Belt and Road Initiative in Pakistan. the back-to-back attacks on Chinese nationals and projects in Pakistan, it's taken the shine of China's flagship project. Despite Chinese narratives of continued support for CPEC, political instability and security issues inside Pakistan appear to be taking a toll on ties between the two countries. It's pretty obvious. Pakistan cannot do without China. Pakistani government is dependent on China for its financial stability. But even a decade after it was started, there's nothing to show for the $64 billion spent on CPEC projects. Now take the example of Gwadar Port. A major project under the CPEC is the Gwadar Port. They hoped the port would connect the China-Pakistan economic corridor to the global shipping network. Investors thought Gwadar would become the next Dubai. The China-Pakistan Investment Corporation will tell you that the port is successful. But here's the truth. It's an empty port site. 2 decades on, Gwadar performs worse than other new ports. The CPEC has faced several hurdles in Pakistan. But the biggest challenge it faces is the safety of Chinese nationals working in Pakistan, with violence against them increasing in the last few years. No wonder then that the other big change that was seen in the 2024 joint statement was an emphasis on security. The 2024 joint statement between Pakistan and China had a special mention of the suicide attack on Chinese engineers working on the Dasu Dam project. What does this tell us? It tells us that China is concerned with Pakistan's security provisions for Chinese people inside Pakistan. Chinese officials want Pakistan not only to hunt down perpetrators but also severely punish them for their crimes. To allay Chinese fears, Pakistan for the first time sacked security officials and police officers in charge of security after the 2024 Bisham attack, in which 5 Chinese engineers were killed. Reports suggest that China has been pressuring Islamabad to carry out large-scale military operations against militants. But as is the case with the puppet government, a large-scale military operation against terrorism is facing resistance. When the two leaders met earlier this month, she reportedly shared China's concerns with Sharif. She said he hopes Pakistan would continue to create a safe, stable and predictable business environment and earnestly guarantee the safety of Chinese personnel, projects and institutions in Pakistan. But can Pakistan continue to handle this responsibility? Does Pakistan need a CPEC 2.0, given its current challenges? With Pakistan's debt crisis hindering its growth, is it wise to take up new and costly projects? China knows this is a risky gamble. Still, it has assured some investments, but they will be strictly business with no special favors for Pakistan. After all, Beijing no longer views Pakistan as high on priority. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.